My name is Dee. I work in the pre-kinder room as an educator. The reason why I began in early education was because I identified that I had a passion for young children and for joining them on the learning journey, whether that was teaching or interacting. It was something that my heart was really passionate about. While I was looking for the right kind of centre where I wanted to work and let my skills shine, I did a lot of research into what I wanted in a centre, which was inclusion and putting the child first, play-based, all of the things that really I held close to my heart. I researched, I looked at websites, I read the philosophy, I read some of the blogs that Sue had written, and something sparked in me and I went, that's the right centre for me. And then the universe did the rest. You should ask Sue and Jade. I was so dorky in my little... They thought I was fresh out of high school. I came prepared with all my printed out stuff and I'd read and researched. Like, coming from where I'd come from, I wanted to make sure that where I ended up was somewhere that I could thrive. And I found it, which is pretty cool. I can tell you about my first day at Choklits. It was one that was slightly nerve-wracking but very welcoming. As soon as I stepped in the door, I felt welcome, I felt excited, I felt like this was the place to be. One of my interests is literature and writing because I think that words are so important. I know that during my life, the words that I've learned and how I've learned them, the time I've spent engaging and interacting with literature, whether that's reading or writing, has enriched who I am today. One of the reasons why I enjoy writing so much, not only do I love using words and finding the right word to explain either an idea or feelings about something, but I love sharing that knowledge through words with anyone who might engage with it. My favourite word would have to be, I think is reflection. When I talk about reflection and what it means to me, I mean in a couple of different senses. I mean reflecting on me as a person, I mean reflecting on my actions and the world around me, thinking about things from a different perspective and constantly reflecting, analysing, bouncing ideas around. That is one of my styles of thinking and coming up with the best ideas. So a funny moment in the last few weeks that's brought a smile to my face is when my daughter Lucy came in and she's having fun playing with all the children, and one of the children says, "Lucy, Lucy, Lucy," and I answered her and said, "Yeah, Evie." She turned around and withered at me and said, "I was talking to Lucy." And so I suppose it speaks of the closeness that the children feel not only with the educators but everyone else who comes into the centre regularly. My favourite children's book is a really hard question because there are so many books that I love and all of them for different reasons. But if I had to narrow down to one author, I think it would be Roald Dahl. And the book would have to be... can't narrow it down to one book. I love them all. So I'm currently working on the Aboriginal project at the moment. I spoke about how your projects are valued and supported within Choklits by the people around you. That's definitely been the case when it comes to the Aboriginal project. When I say Aboriginal project, I mean creating a piece that lets everyone who walks into the centre, whether they identify as Aboriginal or Torres Strait Islander or not, that they are valued and welcome and that their culture is included within what we teach and learn about at Choklits. So within the project, the work that we've done so far has included forming some relationships with the local community centre as well as an Indigenous artist by the name of Simone Thompson. So those relationships will help to make a really authentic end product, which is still in progress. For me, one of the things that stands out about working at Choklits is we talk about inclusion when it comes to the children, but it doesn't just extend to the children, it extends to the educators, it extends to the families. So the feeling of welcomeness, the feeling of being valued, being supported, that's not just an idea that's on paper or in our philosophy. That's something that's interwoven, threaded through each and every interaction with most of the people that we have here at Choklits. Something that you don't know about me is that I have had a love affair with an Australian band, Something for Kate, since I was really, really young. And when I say love affair, I mean my sister got into them, and being my big sister, it meant that I had their lyrics written on my wall, I had all of the inserts from their CD albums pinned up, and I've been to lots of their concerts over the last 20 years. That's all.